receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. It doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. But took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with some...
Get hurt or something?
Quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Morgan to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Morgan looks to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check.
And that'll set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Morgan. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw is Morgan. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But they're also
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Morgan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
3-3.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
More on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, Hurst. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up 3rd down.
Morgan. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Marr able to put this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
3rd down.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the fumble recovery, Morgan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On 2nd down, Hurst. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Morgan off of play action. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for his Saints 1st down.
Saints.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Bears.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for his Saints 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First down, Morgan with it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56, Mike, 56. Mike, 18,
Play action with Morgan. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Morgan throwing on first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. Look at the spin. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
56, Mike, 54.
Morgan now on first and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to throw. Morgan. He's got his man on the crossing route. Good. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
I got him. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
Here's Morgan on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On second down now, Hurst. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Morgan throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looking to throw. Morgan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flush to him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now. 60
And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
53, check 53. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 43.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Woo! And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
At the 28-yard line.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Morgan to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Switch up, switch up.
To throw is Morgan. To throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
56 to Mike. 56. Switch.
Morgan on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
53 at the mic. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Check 31. Mikey, 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception.
Pass some of this.
Picked off at the
Pass some of
39. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, right there. 50. Hey, switch gears, switch. Mikey, 18. 56.
On 2nd and goal, Morgan. And he's got it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Morgan now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready? And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, Heavy.
2nd and 15. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, man, watch the boot. 57.
From the gun, it's Morgan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On second down, Hurst. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Morgan to throw on third down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's going to be a long year. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Check pass. Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. 3 buzz.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. So this one in the win column for the